Hello everyone. I would like you to check out Google Glyphy. This will make creating flowchart diagrams easier. Once you go to the web store and find Glyphy diagrams, I would like you to click on install, which I've already installed it, so all I have to do is launch. Here are some of the things that you will get from using this product, and it is free, so that's the best thing. It'll help you connect and create your flowcharts a lot easier. So let's launch the application. You'll need to register, which I've already registered. You can just use a Gmail account or any account you'd like. Now, as you can see, I've already started. So I've already created this shape. I'll go ahead and remove it. You can go over to the classic skins, or you can go to flowcharts, whichever you like. Here's a login. It's a little bit big. You click right here and you can change any kind of aspects or ratios. You can double click on the shape, or you can click on the A to enter the text you will need. So at the beginning, we need a start. Type in your word. You can change your font level. I'd probably change this to a 9 because I'd probably want it smaller. And I could make these smaller. Now here's a process. This is very large. Make it smaller. I can drag it around. Or I can use this and bring it over here. These have connection points. So when you use certain shapes, they connect easier with other shapes. I'm moving it around with my arrow keys, or you can move it around with your mouse. Lines can be located up here at the top. Straight line tool. You can connect with these other connector tools. Now I already know what kind of box this is because of what you put in it. So if I put in detail loop or detail, I'll leave it as detail. I already know that you're going to be calling a module or method. Now let's go to our hierarchy chart. As you can see, the main program, it comes down and has housekeeping module. It has a detail module and an end of job module. Now if we look at pseudocode, we see that we have a start, which is also over here at start. And in start, we would declare our variables. So maybe putting detail isn't a good thing to call first. So I'm going to move that down, but I still want the shape. So I can, if I have this selected, I can copy it, then paste it, move it back up here, click the A to go in, and now I could start declaring variables. But right now I'm just going to say declare and click OK. This can be rather large, it could be small, depending on how large your program is. Now I go up here and I can get another straight line tool, and I take it right to the other one and see how it clicks and click it off. So I need to straighten this, it's out of line, so I can move it around. Well, if I look at my hierarchy chart, housekeeping comes before detail. So again, I'm going to still need that detail, but maybe I can just click on it and copy. But can I click on 2 items and copy 2 things at one time? Yes, I can. I can also group them. So I'm going to group it. Let's see if I grouped it. I'm going to hit copy. And then I'm going to paste. Control V copies, paste. Probably Control C works just as well. I can go in here. I can click on here, go into my text. Oh, wait. I want my detail there. I want my housekeeping first. Now, could I also have startup instead of housekeeping? Yes. Detail could be detail loop. It could be anything else. Just know that it's the housekeeping is the beginning part, and the detail has your calculations, your other processes. You may call other objects to complete calculations, and then you're going to exit out at some point. You're going to have to give the user a way to get out of the detail. And then we're going to end job. Okay, I really want to use this special box. So I won't go in there because that's not a module or a method. Come in here, I can copy this out and place it in this. No, I don't think that's working. Oh, I grouped this, so now I have to ungroup it. So if I go up here at the top, Control U, ungroups. I can then group this. Copy it, paste it. change my housekeeping here by clicking on the A. Got to make sure I'm in the right part. Changes the detail. Click OK. So, if I look at the hierarchy chart over here, it says housekeeping, detail, and the last thing I need is like in job. So let's see if I can just paste that again. Yeah, looks like it. I want to scoot it over a little bit. I'm using my arrow keys. And I connect it. Make sure I get into the right area to change the housekeeping. Nope, that's not it. Click again. Try to click in that one box area. And this is end. Yep. End of job. Okay. We're almost done. We just need to end this. And the end is just like the beginning. So I copy this with Control C, Control V, paste. I put it down here. I get myself a line. I connect it from here to there. I'm gonna have to move this over a little bit. Okay, we're dancing. Okay, I'm not gonna count against the line kind of off like that. That's just fine. But what do we need to put at the end? We don't put start. Do we put stop? Go into the A, S-T-O-P, stop. So now we have the beginning part of our program. As you can see from the pseudocode that we've been working on, we declared our variables, we pull our housekeeping, we pull detail loop, and we pull end of job, and then we stop. Do you see how we're doing this part right here? We're going to continue on to create the housekeeping. But I'm just going to copy some of these things. Control C, Control V. Let's get this over here. I'm going to change start to housekeeping. Next, need the special process. I mean, not process, but input output shape. So I find my input output, and as you see, it said that on there. It's way too big. Now I click on the A. So what do I output to the user? Output question or ask for input. That's going to be pretty much everything. So I'm going to enter input. Name. That took me a while to decide what I was going to do. Click OK. Then we're going to copy this and this. We're going to go here. Now, we need to do an input. We're asking for name, so my input is name. Then I'm going to return, which is the same as this. I can either get new ones or I can copy what I already have. And put return. Oh. So now I have my housekeeping. Do you see how in the start I call my housekeeping? Am I out? Well, if we look over at our pseudocode, it has a while this is greater than 0. So we need to change this. So I'm going to copy this, highlight it, and Control C will copy, and then Control V will paste. And I'm going to put it right here for right now. Now I'm still declaring my variables at the beginning. See, declare my variables. I'm going to call my housekeeping to start it up. But now I'm going to ask a question. And I don't have enough room. Let me scoot this over. Scoot this over. Take that away. Because I'm going to ask a question. Something needs to be answered, and it's a decision needs to be made. So my decision will be, because in housekeeping I'm asking for name, So over here, I say enter name or 0 to exit. So if this is a yes, I'm going to my detail loop or my detail method. I get this. I need to put text here. I'm going to put just a Y, or maybe I can put yes in there. Let's see what happens. Yes. Okay. And there it is. And then a no will go right here. But I'm just stuck out here with, this needs to go back to someplace. So I'm going to take this up. And I took it up too far. Okay, I can't drive. I need to move this down. So there we go. Okay. So detail goes back. So in the bottom of detail, will have to ask this question again to see if we're continuing on with this decision. Now see how this goes. While this is greater than 0, housekeeping had to collect the information first. Then it can ask the question, and then it's asked again down in detail. So let's make our second module, which is, if we look at the hierarchy, we've done housekeeping. Now we need to do our detail, because here's our detail and here's our detail. And here from our pseudocode, as you can see, we have some other variables that we need input. Then we're going to do some processes. We're going to ask again for information, and that'll answer the decision that's right here or right here. And that'll either exit to end job, or we'll stay in this detailed module. So I'm going to copy this right here. Wait, nope. I'm going to copy this right here. I'm going to expand on it. So Control C to copy. Can move it right here. Control V to paste. I can move it down with the arrow keys. Move it around with the arrow keys. I'll move back some. I'm going to click on this. Go to the A. I'm going to change this to detail. Click OK. I'm going to ask for some more information. I'm just going to ask one question right here. And maybe I'm going to ask for address. Click OK. My input, that's going to be input address. And the next thing it says in my pseudocode that I'm going to do some processes. So I'm going to grab these two things, going to group them. If you hold down the control key, click on each of these objects, then that's how you get them both to show. You can group it. I believe they're grouped now. Let's see. No, they're not grouped. Okay, let's try it again. Click on this. Click on this. I'm going to go up here to group. I'm going to grab it. Pull it down. I'm just going to do one calculation. Oh, I'm all over here. Oop. I think I wanted to get back. Oop, not this one. Okay. So I need a process. Oop, and it's really big. Make it smaller. That's still pretty big. I'm just going to copy this line. Oh no, let's copy this line. Get down here. Move this up. Connect it. Going to go to A. And I really didn't get anything to do a calculation, so this wouldn't truly be correct. But I guess we could concatenate this. So let's put name and address together. And that would create a new variable, which would be maybe just in this, but I'm just going to put process for right now. This is just for you to have as a tool to use for the future. I'm going to output. I'm going to copy both of these. Well, actually, I need all of these. screw up on something, you Control Z, it'll take it right back. Okay. I don't know why it's not working, but I need to ask the question that was in housekeeping. Enter name or 0 to exit. I then have to gather that information. I then input the name, not the address. So what happens if I add another module? Oh, I still haven't done the end of job process. So, but what if I added another module? I could then just move this if that module is like underneath detail, like it was sales tax, or let's say we have address, let's say something to do with a student, their classes, let's just say, or something. So then that would be another module that we would copy. We would call it in this right here. Oh. Okay, we would not call it detail. We're calling, let's say job. Okay. Oh, was not paying attention to where I put that. Click OK. Click down here. Job only happens inside the detail. I'm going to copy this. Now, we've gone through this detail loop. We ask the question, output name or exit, input name. That sends us back up to here. We ask the question. If they enter a name, we go back to detail. So let's go back to detail. And then if it doesn't ask the question, we need to do in job. I'm going to put person job in here so you guys don't get that confused. I'm going to copy this, highlight it, Control C, Control V to paste, grab it, pull it down, click on the A, and we're going to do end of job. Click OK. End of job. We're going to get rid of this. Move this up. Yep. Yep. I'm out of control. Grab this, move this up. Okay. So we're just going to output to the user exiting. You are closing program. Okay. That then returns up to the start, and once that's run, it goes to stop. So do you see how the hierarchy chart kind of shows us how things can be underneath? So we added job. So we added job to this section. Oh, we're going to copy this. We're going to paste it. And that didn't come out right. Control Z. Control Z. Here we go. Here we go. So under here, we put person's job. So let's expand this out so you can see all of this. So I'm going to move this over here because we didn't use this kind of start. We did use this housekeeping. We did do the person's job. I'm gonna go all over the place. Huh? Put it right here. I'm gonna get end of job. Control Z. Let me make detail up here. Control Z. Okay, good deal. I'm gonna move in job over here. Control Z again. Oops. Control Z. Control Z. It gets back to where it needs to be. So this is what it would look like. Start, declare my variables. I do housekeeping. It tells me that it's a module. That means I need to create its own little flow chart. So housekeeping, I'm entering to see if a name or if it's going to be 0 to exit. I input that name into my variable. I return and come back over here. I then say, was it a name or was it 0? It was a name. So then I continue on to detail. I go to detail. I get other information like their address. I ask them for an address. They input an address. I then process whatever process or calculation I need to do. I then call another module. This one is job. Oh, I will fix that. It's supposed to be person's job. So then I come over here and I create person's job. It says output, ask for the job, input the job, and then I return. I get the job. Now this module is just as an example. When you get to the later ones or in other, using this for your assignments, I'm just showing you where we would call that module or that method. So we created the module. it does its process. It comes back here and returns the information. We output then the name, the address, and we can concatenate it into, this is your name and address. Address 1234, name Joe, job is calculator. Output, we need to ask if they want to do it again, or are they ready to exit the program. And remember, we ask it up here, but we have to do it in detail. Because as you see over here, detail now it's below housekeeping. So housekeeping is not going to be asked again. So we have to ask for the output and input. We then return and we go here. It was a 0. It then goes to end job. End job process. Output. You are closing this program. Return. And then it stops. This is a start with a decision in it. You ask a question. Are we going to continue or are we not? And this is a start where it's just it doesn't have a decision. It just goes through these steps and ends. I hope that this helps you create and see how we use all these together. I will be saving these to the classroom, but they are in the video. I'll scoot this over so you can have all the information. You can pause the video at this place and see the connection. Hopefully this will explain it so you can do performance maintenance, I think it is, for chapter 3. And this will help you when you go into chapter 4 also. Thank you.